Traditions are something our society values greatly. In Scotland we have our kilts, our bagpipes, our ceilidhs and our haggis. We celebrate in certain ways, we dance in certain ways, and we get married in certain ways. But before marriage, women have their own kind of traditions. If I want to learn about them, then I'm looking at the wrong type of hens. The other type are, well, to start, they're a lot louder.
The Hen Night, a celebration held for a woman about to get married, attended only by women. This is a tradition known by most, but before we go into the ins and outs of this crazed girl night, we need to go back and understand where it all began.
It seemed to start as early as 800 BC in ancient Greece, with a 3-day celebration known as the Praulia. The bride-to-be, her mother, and her friends would all have a large feast and give offerings of locks of hair and childhood clothes to gods such as Artemis, Athena, and Aphrodite, in order to leave childhood and enter womanhood. This was the first record of a hen night we can find in history, with the first reference to an all-male pre-wedding celebration dating at 650 BC. In other words, women started the party first, but they weren't always ahead of men.
Just as ancient Greece celebrated the move from childhood to womanhood, the 1950s and 60s celebrated a woman leaving employment and joining motherhood as a housewife. The bride-to-be would be paraded around her workplace or local pub, celebrating leaving employment and not being independent. Not what we'd call progressive.
But after an uprising of second and third wave feminism, women grew out of their toxic stereotype and partied as they saw fit.
And years of hen nights have had some side effects. Hangovers, yes, but also a wave of strange traditions.
The 1980s marked an explosion in sexual freedom for women. The hen night grew into an event separate from men and into a night of drinking and male strippers. In Scotland, women would bash pots and pans together and carry around a chanty or chamber pot, so people could fill it with money in exchange for kisses from the bride-to-be.
I don't think it'll change that much. I hope it doesn't.
But we wanted some inside knowledge of what goes down on a hen night in the 21st century, so let's fast forward.
It was 3 years ago.
And what happened?
We went to the Den and Johnny Fox's and had a right good time. There was a lot of alcohol consumed, a lot of alcohol.
What was the weirdest tradition or activity you took part in?
We played Truth or Dare, and every pub we went to you had to do a different dare. Basically, if you picked a truth, you got your straw that was shaped like a penis taken out and you had to do a dare. You had no option.
Did the night turn out how you expected? Did anything shock you? Or was it all kind of what you thought it would be?
It was pretty much what I thought I was going into. Like when they said Hen Night, I did expect sashes and a lot of drinking games, the classics. Nothing like too mental happened. It was just a bit strange.
If you could plan the hen night, what would you do differently?
Probably have less people. There was a lot of us. Too many. It was just too much to keep up with. Like when we got to the Den, there was just so much happening and we lost people.
Is there parts of the hen nights that you thought were particularly Scottish traditions?
Well, the groom's auntie stole a bottle of free vodka that we got and went into the corner of the club and started drinking from it. So, yes.
What do you think hen nights have achieved for feminism?
I guess that we're the same as men, that we can go out and have a good time and celebrate that, we are also being tied down to the man of our lives.
Do you think the hen night will change in the future?
Surely. I think our generation will absolutely probably be 10 times worse than the one that just passed, because everyone loves a dusk till dawn.
So what have we learned? Women started the party, but then sexism had to go and ruin it all. So the women partied even harder than the men. Also, Scottish hen nights get up to some weird